ladies and gentlemen, today I'm here to talk about the book Attachments by Rainbow Rowell. This book was published in 2011 and was Rainbow Rowell's first novel. As I'm sure you know, Rainbow Rowell is the author of the beloved YA novels Eleanor Park and Fangirl that came out in 2013. Attachments is a contemporary-ish romance that is targeted towards adults. It's what some people would refer to as chick lit, but I'm not particularly fond of that genre name. So Attachments tells the story of Lincoln, a man in his late 20s who's taken a job at a newspaper with the title Internet Security Officer. But the job isn't quite as exciting as it sounds. Basically, it is his job to read flagged emails that are flagged for being not suitable for work content. At the beginning of the novel, he begins receiving correspondences between Jennifer and Beth, a copywriter and a writer for the local newspaper. Both of these ladies know that someone has this job of perhaps reading their emails. He knows he should turn them in, but he becomes so captivated and entertained by their correspondences that he doesn't. And he soon realizes that he's beginning to fall in love with Beth, but he is stuck in a hard place because how do you introduce yourself after you've read someone's emails without telling them? And that is the basic premise of the novel. The novel is formatted in regular chapters from Lincoln's life and perspective, and the emails sent between Jennifer and Beth that read more like instant messages. Lincoln is this pretty lovable guy, but he's still really beat up about the relationship that he had in high school with his first love. So he's been kind of in a romantic rut for the last several years of his life. Prior to this novel, he has been pretty much a professional student with several degrees under his belt, and he's recently moved back in with his mother. And Jennifer and Beth are these real, intelligent women with very realistic problems. I won't go too much into those so that you can discover them alongside Lincoln. As I've stated before when talking about Rainbow Rowell's writing and characters, they are very genuine and they feel very relatable. Naturally, this novel was no different. And upon reading Attachments, which was my final reading of a Rainbow Rowell novel, I realized something else that she does with her characters. All of her main characters are nerds, but it's not their thing. It doesn't play on the nerdy stereotypes. It's just nerdy people living their lives, but it's not focused on. There's a lot of media that I've experienced that likes to take nerdy characters and play off of their stereotypes. Big Bang Theory. But Rainbow Rowell doesn't do that. She makes some fully developed people that just happen to be passionate about something, and I like that. Every time I described this novel before reading it, I described it as feeling like a 90s rom-com, and it absolutely was like a 90s rom-com in the best way. I mean, it's even set in the 90s for Pete's sake. Rainbow Rowell was definitely influenced by the romantic comedy genre. So in conclusion, this is a delightful story with a fair amount of character development, and it isn't all fluff. I mean, there is fluff. But you have these pretty complex characters and a lovable protagonist that you can't help but root for even when some of his actions are pretty questionable. And the only negative thing I can say about this book is that it wrapped up in a very neat and tidy way, but I feel like that's kind of to be expected from this genre. And I think that it also may have been because this was her first published novel. I feel like her endings to her novels since then have become more fully developed and even better, maybe? So as you know, I absolutely loved this book, and it made my top list of 2013. And I would even go as far to say that at this time, it is my second favorite Rainbow Rowell book. I know that this book will not be for everyone, but if you're looking for a heartwarming, romantic novel, I would highly, highly recommend Attachments by Rainbow Rowell. As always, if you want to share your thoughts on this novel, if you've read it, or if you want to read it, please do so in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon with a new video.